Hi, this is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman, and today we're talking about astrology for March 2022. Hi, my name is Ruth Theresa with One Inspiring Woman. I'm an intuitive psychic medium here in the Sugar Land area. That's just outside of Houston. I work with my angels and guides to assist my clients in many areas of their lives, to bring them special messages from loved ones who have passed, to dialogue with their angels for guidance into their own situation, or to assist them with their own psychic abilities. If you like my content, please make sure to subscribe, like, and comment. So March has some amazing lucky energy in play, and I am so excited to tell you all about it so you can take advantage of this lucky energy. So let's start out with March 1st. Our sun in Pisces is sextile Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And so sextile really means is that they're both supportive energy. They kind of amplify each other. So they're kind of really working together to give us a great day. This will be a day that kind of stimulates like your mind, body, and your soul, your imagination. This is a great day to just kind of bring everything together. And I would say this is a great day to really do some meditations like looking forward. What else do you want to do? Where do you want to go in this? And where else do you want to look at in this? So that's a really great day. On March 2nd, we have our first new moon in March in the sign of Pisces. And this is a very positive, very easygoing, mild energy. Pisces are all about the fish and kind of like flowing with things. And so this new moon is going to be very flowy, very easy energy to move around. And I will tell you that it's going to be really kind of an easy day. This is a day to spend time with your family and your friends because it's going to be just a great flow into the day. Also on March 2nd, we have Mercury in Aquarius conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. And conjunct means that they're just working together. They're kind of coming together at the same time to work together, kind of not necessarily supported, but they're coming together to work on the same energy. So it's a great day for self-improvement. This is a great day for setting goals for yourself, kind of like personal development, or if you're trying to read a book really quickly, this is a great day to do that. The energy is going to be just perfect alignment for that. And it's always about kind of like bettering yourself. If the book's about bettering you, it's going to go like a breeze. It just is going to be a very easy breezy kind of day. Let's move into March 3rd. Mars in the sign of Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. Like I said, this conjunct means that they're working together. And it does help that they're both in the same sign, but it doesn't always have to be the same sign for them to be able to work together. This is a good time to get rid of things that no longer work for you, things that kind of like even old ideas or old thoughts, or even going through your closets. We're getting close to the spring equinox, so it's kind of like what else do we want to get rid of? What else do we want to just let go of that has been holding us back, or things that we've kind of like, I've held on to this, but it's time to let this go. It's a really great day to do that. Also on March 3rd, we have Venus in Capricorn conjunct Pluto in Capricorn. And for some people, this is going to be a really intense day, and some people it's going to be a really harsh day. If you have Venus in a very prominent place in your chart, you'll probably have a little bit harder day. Or if you have Pluto in a prominent place on your chart, you're probably going to have a little bit more kind of intense day. This would be all about possessions and kind of owning things, and kind of really escalating into things. And this is, if you know someone who's a hoarder, this is a day that's going to amplify their energy so much. So just so you're aware of it ahead of time, before you get around, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going to be in full energy measure of just kind of like dealing with stuff and kind of like wanting to bring in more things to keep them protected or make them feel more secure. Let's go into March 5th. On March 5th, we have a lot of things going on. We have our sun in Pisces conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. And remember, conjunct is all about working together. This is going to be a really great aspect for most people. A really upbeat, allow your feelings of confidence, and it's going to make you feel like really grounded. So this is a great day to kind of add to that, or kind of like do a very light meditation that will really amplify your airy-fairy energy. Also on March 5th, we have Mars entering the sign of Aquarius. this has kind of been a very hard energy. Mars is all about war and pushing political things aside. This is a great day that we're going to have a lot of energy levels coming and going. So it's going to be kind of like shifting and moving a lot. And a lot of people kind of doing like a lot of things that are bringing in chaotic energy. But I would also say that it's going to be hit and miss. Like some things that they're going to be like, yes, this is going to drive everybody crazy and it's going to send everybody into orbit, and it really doesn't. Or things that you would normally like, it's not a big deal, are going to. So it's going to become one of those kind of hit or miss kind of days, or kind of like not exactly what everybody thinks they're going to get. Also on March 5th, we have Venus entering the sign of Aquarius. Although Venus is all about love, these may relationships turn over the next 4 weeks or so, kind of slow down or cool off a little bit. This is an ideal time to make friends, kind of be social and helping others, people that require assistance or help or something like that. It's going to be one of those days. But Venus is going to be in the sign of Aquarius for about 4 weeks, and so it's going to kind of cool off a lot of relationships that have been really going hot and heavy for a while. It doesn't mean it's going to turn it off completely. It just means it's going to turn it way down low. So things are going to kind of get to that really slow stage for a little bit of time. Then on March 6th, we have Venus in Aquarius, conjunct Mars in Aquarius. And this is a really good time to kind of open up creative projects, anything that's kind of imagination-wise, moving into the energy of like, what do I want to do? Where do I want to create? This is a great time to kind of redecorate your house and kind of move things around. This is going to be like creative energy flowing everywhere. Kind of like what comes up next and how do we do this and how do we deal with all of this? So that's something that's really important to do and really important to push that energy. Then on March 9th, we have Mercury entering the sign of Pisces. And this is a kind of a great energy. It's going to kind of bring up more our easier communication. Mercury's been in retrograde and kind of finally out of retrograde. And so this is going to be kind of like finally communication is getting easier. You're going to find your empathic energy kind of coming back up again. You may also feel your creative juices flowing of like, how can I communicate with others? Or how can I work through other people's energy or work through their miscommunications in the past and clear things up. Next, we move into March 10th. Vesta enters the sign of Aquarius, and Vesta is a really great asteroid, and it's really opening our eyes to injustices in our society, and kind of like opening that fight for freedom, the equality and justice, kind of like looking at things completely different. Kind of like, I always thought this and now I'm seeing it completely different. That's what Vista does for a lot of people, and kind of giving people that different look or that side from that we haven't been seen from in a while. March 13th, the sun goes into Pisces, conjunct Neptune in Pisces. So both of them are in the sign of Pisces, and they're going to be working together. And this is like a great lazy day Sunday, kind of like take it easy, read a book, watch a movie, or indulge with your family and friends, have a movie party, or kind of just very relaxing, very easygoing, nothing harsh or have to do things. This is a great day to kind of chill out. Let's see, March 17th, not only is it St. Patrick's Day, but we have Mercury in Pisces sextile Uranus in Taurus. That's a hard one to say. Sextile is about being supportive and supporting each other's energy. So Mercury in Pisces is supporting the energy in Uranus and Taurus. So this is kind of like an interesting awareness. And this is going to bring up psychic abilities like to the amp, and you're going to feel like you're just like plugged in for a couple of days. This is all about heightening your own abilities, your senses. I would say kind of more your sight, your clairvoyant side instead of anything else. It's going to really amp that up a little bit. And kind of bring in some interesting discoveries. And you may want to kind of do something a little bit differently. And this could be also a sign that you need to plan a road trip. So kind of just bringing that energy in a little bit differently. Next, we have on March 18th, we have our full moon in the sign of Virgo. And this is all about daydreaming about our future and kind of our daydreaming about our love and romance. A really easy, soft energy day, but it's going to also bring in a lot of power as well. So let's continue on to March 18th. We have our sun in the sign of Pisces, sextile Pluto in the sign of Capricorn. And remember, sextile is all about supporting each other's energy. So this is a strong aspect that will really kind of increase power and kind of really make us laser focused on what we want to do or what we want to accomplish. And I would say make sure that you don't go overboard on this. It can be really easy to kind of right into the deep end. So be careful with that one. Next, we move to March 19th. We have Venus in the sign of Aquarius, square Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And square, it means that they're kind of like setting up obstacles for each other. It's like, let me slow you down so I can keep going. Let me slow you down so I can keep going. So it's one of those, this is going to be a tense aspect. Whenever you usually have a square, you have a very tense aspect most of the time. And we're having this kind of walking on eggshells or kind of like really panicked or kind of like don't want to rock the boat too much or kind of like I don't want to cause any problems or anything that's not going 100% my way. And so that's going to be really kind of like walking on tense energy there on the eggshells. So be careful on March 19th. March 20th, our sun enters the sign of Aries, and we have our spring equinox. And this is really our astrological new year. We have both spring and astrological new year on the same day. And so this is kind of like our sun in the sign of Aries. And so this is going to boost our energy level, our enthusiasm, and starting like a whole new zodiac cycle. So it's kind of like that zodiac cycle just began. So we're having the brand new year in March. This is going to be our energy, like this is going to be really, really strong for the next 4 weeks. And then also on March 20th, we have Mercury in the sign of Pisces conjunct Jupiter in Pisces. And like I said, conjunction is all about working together. This is going to be a really easy aspect, kind of really soft. It's one of those, stay alert though, because sometimes Jupiter or Mercury will kind of like jump in there a little bit where everything is going to flow with ease, but then all of a sudden you may have like something escalate because Jupiter is all about expanding, or you may also have Mercury kind of mess up your communication a little bit. So be aware, but know that it's a much easier energy to work through. On March 22nd, we have Mars in the sign of Aquarius, square Uranus in the sign of Taurus. And square is all about making those obstacles for someone else. And this is really a kind of like a strange aspect because it's going to be leaving us kind of like rattled for a while, or kind of like I'm not really sure what's about to happen. You could have tempers flare. You could have episodes of people kind of, instead of people that are normally really calm, kind of freak out over something. You're kind of like, okay, I wasn't expecting that from that person. Like, So just know that that aspect is kind of like putting obstacles. And sometimes when you have a lot of obstacles in your day, you can turn into a real grumpmeister. So understand that one. Let's go into March 23rd. We have Mars in the sign of Pisces conjunct Jupiter in the sign of Pisces. And conjunct means that they're working together. And this is going to be talking about people that want to manipulate you or compliment you, kind of like in the sly, where you're kind of like, I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. That's what you're going to be dealing with a lot. But know the actions are going to be truthful. The words may not be, because you're dealing with Mercury. So the communication will be kind of like, I don't know about that. But then you also have that energy from Neptune of kind of like being manipulative, or kind of like that lower energy side of let me get what I want out of what's going on. So be very careful on March 23rd. Let's move to March 26th. March 26th, we have Mercury in the sign of Pisces, sextile Jupiter in the sign of Capricorn. Remember, these are supporting energies. So after a week of kind of like dealing with that deception and things of going on, we're finally going to have like this clear day in front of us, kind of like clearing the way, kind of things really coming to truth. You're going to feel a lot of people talking with confidence, really talking about their allies and people that they really feel like they can trust. That's going to be like boom, right? All of a sudden. On March 27th, we have Mercury enters the sign of Aries, and it's going to be in Aries for quite a while, at least a couple of weeks. So watch what you say and how you say it. You may have someone kind of go off kind of like crazy if you say something, you're like, oh my gosh, that's not true. And you're like, oh my gosh, I must have misspoken. So just be aware of your words. During this couple of weeks. Words are spoken in confidence, in conviction, but not with a lot of thought. So it's one of those, like, people just kind of blurt out their truth during this time frame, and you're kind of like, okay, I wasn't expecting that one. So it may blurt out for you, or it may blurt out for someone else. So really keep an eye on what you say. Next, we go into March 28th. We have Venus in the sign of Aquarius, conjunct Saturn in Aquarius. And so conjunct is all about working together. This is going to be a great friendship in this energy. They're going to be in there for a couple of weeks. So it's one of those, it's going to get more serious, and you're going to learn like who your real friends are compared to other people that are just kind of playing that position or kind of faking you out. So it's kind of an interesting one that you're going to kind of feel this energy of like who really likes me and who really doesn't like me all of a sudden. On our last day of March, we have our new moon in the sign of Aries. And this is all about kind of like an ideal day to kind of make a solid plan for things and kind of making a new astrological year, kind of like, what do you want to start again? What do you want to do over again? And it's one of those, it's right before April Fool's Day. So you're going to have a lot of April Fools already coming through, a lot of energy. But I would say it's nothing really to laugh about or joke about, but some of it's going to be like, a truth is coming out. That sort of thing will be kind of like really amping up for a lot of people, and it will make people really think about what they really want or what they don't want. Let's do a couple of angel cards and get us a little bit deeper energy into all things March astrologically. Body care. This is a really good time. When I say it's kind of a day to kind of take it easy, try to take it easy if you can. That's not a day to really push and try to push for what you want. So know that it's a time that you really should be working about your energy and taking some time off if possible, or taking it easy. Okay. Next is healing. When we have energy that comes at us out of the blue, it really gives us an opportunity to learn something different or learn how to communicate with others differently. It is really important. My last card is popping out from the side here. And this is all about children. This is looking at things a little bit differently. Like I said, March has a lot of really lucky energy. So this is going to be a great time to kind of really have some fun with some energy, kind of looking at other people, what they're bringing to the plate, and really make sure that you're making some time for yourself. Like I said, watching movies, kind of having an easy dinner with your spouse. It's a really great time to really have some great fun and enjoy yourself. I thank you so much for joining me today, and I know that we'll be talking again soon.